don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois. Harley-Davidson built.
Hello,
what up,
everyone.
everybody? We're all just gonna talk at one time.
Yeah, no, like honestly, we could all talk at one time, and I think we'd say basically the same thing. It's Thursday night action. Ain't it cool whip?
It is indeed. We do have 2 AAA teams in here tonight. Go ahead and tell us, Glenn, who we got in here tonight.
Yeah, we're excited to bring you a couple of great games here on Thursday night action, and here we're going to be with the Vancouver Lightning and the Toronto Sorcerers. I mean, Juicefer's already in the chat. He's already putting out the rosters there in the chat. Everyone wave hi to good old Juicefer. But yeah, it should promise to be interesting game in a number of ways. As you know, I think rosters are already kind of up on the screen, or you've maybe got an idea of what the roster is going to be like. But the Sorcerers are actually playing with 3 substitutes here. Tony being the only player for the Sorcerers tonight, and then the Vancouver Lightning coming in with a number of their own members here. But I think a sub or 2. I believe Happy Motive is a sub here, but the rest are roster.
A sub, yeah.
So yeah, interesting game nonetheless.
Nonetheless, but we better do Jucifer's thing before he gets big angry in chat.
Very, very true. We do have to, in fact, go over some rules here at NEPA.
8-minute quarters. So that means 4 8-minute rounds with a 5-minute halftime. They are allowed 4 players on each team. And they are allowed 1 2-minute timeout per half, as well as a golden goal is a tie-breaking victory. So with that being said, the most important rule is no discriminatory or toxic behavior. Be kind to one another. It's not that hard. Especially through this time, fight for Echo. This is, you know, we are definitely fighting, you know, for the game that we love. And that is definitely the thing that we all have in common is this game. You know, we never would have met each other without, you know, being in this arena. So it's really cool once you look back and once you, what? I'm sorry. It's also a chat command.
Yeah, it's their chat command.
Hey, yo.
There's fight for Echo.
Yes.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the certain statistic in there that we shall not mention, I think it's going to become like a, like in honor of the new Harry Potter coming out, the new Harry Potter game coming out. We got to talk about the rule that shall not be mentioned, which is the first to 40 rule. And now I've said it, so now it's cursed. Also, Jucifer again correcting us casters, actually knowing the rosters better than we do. Deathhawk is actually rostered on the Sorcerers squad. So playing with 2 substitutes, Deathhawk not traditionally in the arena for the Sorcerers, but we'll be able to play tonight, which is really exciting.
Yeah, super stoked here. I think this is going to be well, you know, looking at both rosters. I mean, like we were talking, you know, Dollar's a goat. Dollar's been around for a long time. You know, he knows how to play the game, so he's got that experience. You know, and Tony, same thing with Tony. You know, they've probably been, you know, probably played before. So, you know, it's probably just going to come down to Kim and see, you know, who's going to get the leg up first. I think if anybody gets a big swing, I think that momentum's just probably going to run in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about actual, you know, players that have been around for a long time, you also got to talk about Caption and Ascent, because these guys have been around for forever. Ascent, great goalie, great backliner, a lot of experience there, brings a lot of that kind of veteran leadership that you need, as well as then Caption, again, just on kind of on that front side in that midfield. Super controlling, super dominant, and controlling in the best way possible of the disc, not of the team, but you know. Yeah. But he's just a great player all around. He can really do it all, it feels like, at this point in the game, and super unique to see. So, you know, I'm excited to see these 2 teams go head to head here. I believe both of these teams don't have the greatest of stat lines right now. Which is a bit unfortunate, but hopefully they'll be able to bounce back coming into the later half of the season. Or actually, we're still in the very early vestiges of the season, but you know, as we continue to build out throughout the rest of the season, they'll be able to really come into their own here. As we do hear the ready ups come through, and we're ready to get underway.
Yeah, I do believe this is week 5 of AAA action, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like they did not set rounds correctly though, and they're 10 minutes. They didn't set the rules. So this is going to be a headbutt. They're not even going to notice, I don't think. Going to clear it all the way through tunnel, and this is going to be that stack going for the shot, and it's just off the ding ring. Unfortunate there, but it is going to be covered here by Deathhawk, trying to get that ender though, but it is going to be Zamasu getting the disc all the way through mid down into the bubble.
Yes, now we see that interception in the orange zone. A turnaround. Happy Motive can't get a hand on it. Tony, nice little shield there to then pick up the disc and walk this one forward. Tried for a shot there, I believe, but didn't quite find it. However, the rebound is quite nice to Deathhawk. They try for an extra pass. Another great read there by Happy, and now this one moving through the blue side. Another long shot on goal. However, there's someone right there to scoop it up and dunk it in for the easy two for their first goal.
I wonder if we're going to see a pause. I wonder if they're going to realize.
Jucifer, I hope you realize that both Coop and I were wearing blue, so we're not saying anything.
We definitely are not.
We're not trying to say
NEPA
anything.
Zamasu gonna go with a hot left here through tunnel. It is gonna be covered here by Tony. Tony walking it forward, has the 2-on-1, gonna walk it all the way in for 2. Oh, God, man, that's brutal. You saw that, you heard it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor Ascend had a hand on the disc, and unfortunately, the famous Windy City strikes back yet again. So, it is now tied up 2-2, and these teams are feeling pretty comfortable coming out of the gates here. It feels like they've kind of settled into a fairly decent rhythm. You know, even though we're only 2 minutes off the clock here, they feel like they're in a pretty good zone.
Great. I'm really glad you made the Windy City comment, because I was going to say that, but you actually said it for me. So it is going to be Abshu getting the stuns in, going for the slap, but unfortunate bounce there off Geo. Gets the slap again. Who's it going to get to? It is going to be slapped out again by Essen. Oh, wow. What the? This is great. Happy Motive's going to recover it. Oh, but gets stunned out by Duller Ranger. He's going to have the disc and send it all the way through left tunnel.
Yeah, this one bouncing in that orange zone, and here come the stacks. No one able to find a hand on the disc, so it actually might end up being into the Sorcerer's hands as now Duller collects this one. Is just going to walk this up. Does have a couple passes. It has after the pass up top here to Zamasu. Now juking around on the ceiling, trying to get this one back over to Duller. Duller now with control of the disc is going to look for a shot here. Perhaps no. Good steal from Happy. Happy's been really having the glue hands here tonight. Gets the clear all the way through the blue side. And now with Stacks again trying to pursue this disc. It is a pickup here from Caption. He looks for a couple crosses. The goalie's stunned. They try for one more. Ooh. Dangerous. They get it to Happy, but we saw the defender come back almost in time to get that interception.
It was a great job there looking for that one extra pass, and that also, you know, the good stun on that goalie, but kudos to Captain for looking for that extra pass on the front side of goal. We are going to have the Sorcerers with this joust coming out hot, and it's going to be Tony. He's going to send it right, trying to connect that over to Duller, but just a little hot. It's going to be covered by Abchu. Going for the pass. Oh, but let's see. A Caption went for the stun, and the disc went errant, but it is going to be recollected there by Duller, trying to get the clear out. Zamasu is going to have it and gets it sent all the way through mid.
Yeah, Caption now controlling this one, going to send it over to Happy, and I mean, look at the space that they have to work with here. Happy can just walk this one up, trying to bait out the defender. Gets a nice little field off.
Dusty.
Nice little Dusty. And now going to take the shot, too, on the stunned goalie. Happy's doing everything here in this first quarter.
Bro, Happy is popping off. He's doing, you know, he's showing out for his, you know, AAA, you know, forefront show here. You know, doing all the back line and the front line work here. But also, let's see what the Sorcerers are going to do here. Only down by 4 points. Zamasu's going to send it hot left through tunnel. It's going to connect there with Tony. Tony's trying to get that cross, but it takes an unfortunate bounce there. But it is going to be recovered here by Deathhawk. Does have a man on him. Going to go cross over to Tony. Tony has a lot of people in bubble. He's going to just walk it. Oh, the best goalie in the ding ring. It is going to be free. It is going to be recovered here, but unfortunately getting stunned out by the stack of Abchu and Happy Motive. We're hearing that name a lot. It's cleared all the way through down into bubble.
Yeah, I feel like we keep saying their name, and it's because, you know, Happy's been basically everywhere as they get the stun. Yeah. That backliner as well, just continuing to be a thorn in the side of the Sorcerers. What a steal there. The movement and the steal and the three. My goodness.
Man, Happy Motive right now, popping off. Kudos to this guy. Right now, he's already got 7 points, 1 assist, 1 save, and 1 steal. He's already got bingo on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you love to see that from a guy that's stepping in that doesn't traditionally play with this roster, right? Just the capability to just step up in this kind of environment and be able to play at this level is really impressive. As a nice stack gets that pickup, and now Zamasu's going to control this one. Going to look for a clear here. Oh, under a lot of pressure from you know who. This one down into the orange side.
Oh, unfortunate. Who put that Geo there and head bounces off of it? It's going to be recovered here by the Sorcerers. Oh, what a great duck there by Tony, putting that in for 2 more points here. 5-point game. It looks like we are probably going to play a first 10-minute quarter of the season, unless they realize to stop it at 2 minutes left.
They might. Honestly, if they both understand that they should stop it at 2 minutes, that would be really, really impressive. As the pass comes down the right side, I mean, that would be the first time I've ever seen 2 teams be that coordinated ever. Right?
I mean, it do be like that. There are some adults in the arena, but it is going to be Happy Motive with the disc, walking it forward. No pressure. Nobody's pushing him. He's got all the room in the world, and he's going to go for the bottom pocket, but just a little low. It is going to be recovered here, trying to get that slap off, but they are chained together. It is going to be recovered here, but it is indeed yoinked there by the Sorcerers and cleared all the way through down into the bubble of the Lightning. But it's going to be caption on. He's going to get there first and get it cleared all the way through right tunnel. Oh, what a bounce.
Yeah, that looked like it had to roll off the tunnel to potentially be a shot.
So, yeah.
But Choose are going to send a deep reset here, and they have numbers. The one defender floating back now, so Caption going to walk this one up. Caption just going to drive as they get another stun on the goalie. You've seen that time and time again. These Vancouver Lightning players love to stun out that goalie, just make it so troublesome for whoever's playing that backliner. And they have found a lot of easy points off of it.
Listen, a lot of goalies hate that. A lot of people underutilize the screen, I also believe. But it is going to be Zamasu here, QB, and it's going to send it hot left over to Tony. Tony's got a lot of room here. Nobody's pushing him. They're just going to let him walk forward. He's going to have the one-on-one here. The goalie's going to jump. Oh, the best goalie in the world, man. That is going to be the anthem. It is recovered here by Zamasu, going for this the same side pass. It's going to do a twirl-a-whirl and then a shot for 2 more points for the Sorcerers is Deathhawk.
And that felt like that one had some passion in it. Nobody spiked that in.
Yeah.
See some aggression, some fury in that one, I think. And rightly so, as they are only down by 5, but they're certainly behind. And that's not the way that you're going to start off your first quarter, but always keeping a cool head, maintaining that you're only 2 goals behind at the very maximum here, or sorry, at the very minimum here. The maximum is 3 goals, but you're still well within reach of this game. You just gotta be able to play your style.
They have numbers. Good chain there by Abchu. Oh, he did get them split, but they are. Goes for the shot, but there is the back line there. You're right. It is been past 2 minutes. Nobody's stopping this game. We got our first 10-minute round of AAA season here. Jackson Jills. It is going to be sent all the way through. Deathhawk getting the recovery. Does have a man coming up behind him. Going to go for that bounce pass to Tony. That was a great job. Has the 2-on-1. Oh, 2 goalies. That unfortunate. I feel so bad for Tony. It is going to be recovered here by the Lightning. Sent all the way through mid. It is going to go careening here into the Sorcerer's bubble. It is going to be recovered here by Zamasu. Somebody's coming out of tunnel here, going straight to goal. It is going to be sent through mid by Zam, looking for chain here, but I only saw. Okay, there the chain is. Oh, unfortunate. They're just getting stunned out. Happy is going to go for the clear, but it takes that unfortunate bounce there off Skytrench.
Yeah, now they have a clear and another stack. The Lightning taking another shot. Oh, Abchu finding that one, or Abchu, however you want to say it, finds that one into the goal. 13-6 now, and I mean, I've been really liking the stacks coming out here from the Lightning. They seem so coordinated in collecting and being able to get up and down the arena floor as much as possible here.
100%. They're definitely capitalizing on those, those errant passes when they don't, when the defense doesn't have their stacks together. This is going to be another free disc slap through mid. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Zam, but he's got Happy on his toesy woesies. But it's going to be a pass here. Does have a numbers advantage here. Oh, tries to go for that spin shot again, but didn't know. Oh, man, brutal. It's just brutal. Sent all the way through right tunnel. That is going to be the end of this first round here. Oh, goes for the shot. Tries to get some more points there for the Lightning. They are up 13-6 here in the end of this first quarter. We're going to try to get them to fix the rounds, but right now we're going to go to a quick word from our sponsors.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Hey yo, welcome back everybody. We just had to do a short little pause there so that they could reset the rules. But you just witnessed history, I'm sure. So that's kind of cool. We're looking for them to reset. They're setting it now to set the scores back to the original first round scores. We are going into the second quarter here. So first quarter 13-6 here. We got ready ups coming around, and then we're gonna have a nice little neutral joust.
Hopefully, yeah, and hopefully they do remember to set it to the second quarter out of 4. But we'll see if they.
There we go. There we go.
Ready to, oh, they did it. They changed it to 1 out of 3. They remember.
Now they gotta go ready up.
Yeah. Hopefully, if they go ready up, but yeah, it's I think it's a lot of this is coming down to the speed and the stacks here from the Vancouver Lightning. It feels like they've had a lot of control over the disc and being able to move up and down the floor at will, as well as kind of stunning out the goalie. A lot of teams have tried to kind of, I don't want to say defer's not the right word I'm looking for, but try and leave that play style of constantly stunning out the goalie. But here the Lightning are showing that it's just it's like their strategy. Especially, for a team that's unprepared for it or that has not played against it in a while. If you just go through it and you just stun out that goalie, defenses collapse rather easily if someone else has to try and cover that position.
100%. Stunning is part of the game mechanics. It is going to be cleared, though, all the way through, down into bubble. Oh, the stack just passes it. Who's going to have it? It is recovered here by Zam. Zam's backing it out. Self-pass. Oh, he pulled the goalie out. It is going to be recovered by Deathhawk, but he is getting happy motive right in his face. Going to stun him out, and he's going to get it cleared all the way through mid.
Yeah, and it takes a flat bounce off the backside. Deathhawk able to recover, gets stunned immediately by Happy Motive on that kind of rotation there. Dueler does manage to clear it back into the orange side, and with another stack in the area. A couple stacks in the area. Tony, good stun. Deathhawk with the recovery. Oh, another good stun coming out from Happy instead. Happy's been great defensively, by the way. A lot of good steals, a lot of stuns, a lot of good stops. Deathhawk now going to take this one, going to send it up here to Dueler, and look to send this one deep for Zamasu. Drive now. They go for the stun themselves, and they get another 2 points on the board.
That was a good job there. He could have immediately just drove to goal. He had the one-on-one, but he took his time, looked behind him, and saw where, the pressure was coming from. And, put another 2 points up here for the Sorcerers. This is a close game, still anybody's game, plenty of time left. It is going to be the Lightning rolling out here. Oh, they hit the window. Rip. That happens sometimes. It do be like that. Happy Motive is going to have the disc, though. Nobody's pushing them. They got lucky there that they didn't run a stack pressure, and looks like they ran man. It is. Oh, what an unfortunate Unfortunate bounce there. It is going to be recovered here by Zamasu. Goes for the pass to Deathhawk. Slowing it down, looking for a passing lane. It's getting pressured here by Caption. It's going to go for the cross, but not connecting with his man. It is going to be Happy Motive again with a disc going for the clear.
Yeah, now they get it over to Caption. Caption setting this one down already. There's a Sorcerer stack collected and flying down the field. They're able to recover. They try and get this one back into the other side. A bit of ping-ponging across the arena as both teams are looking for any sort of good controlled possession here. This one sent right back down to the other side. Another stack coming through. All 4 players in the area bounce off the shield, so they can't get the shot off despite having the numbers. And now a turnover as Deathhawk gets the interception. He clears it right back down to the other side.
That was so brutal because you know what I've noticed the second half, both of their stacks, they're trying to keep a stack together at midfield, or before the disc is before the disc is cleared out, they're trying to have their stacks already ready on both offense and defense. That's how they open goal opportunities, leaving the goals open, but they're definitely getting their stacks together. And oh, what a steal here! Is going to go for the drive and puts it in for 2 more points for the Sorcerers. Just a 3-point game here, Glean.
Yeah, a nice shot there, nice placement from Deathhawk. You can see, I think Ascend thought he got a hand on it, but just could not fully get the grab there. And secures another 2 points on the board, and you can see just good positioning. They had that player in Deathhawk just forward a little bit farther than the defense. Because of that good positioning, they were able to get the 2 points on the board with a good drive, and now aggressive defense coming out, trying to just pursue this disc, but good passing keeps it away here for right now.
Happy Motive over to Abshu. Abshu had a little bit of room there, but he is going to go for the cross pass over to Caption. Caption's going to get his pocket picked by Deathhawk. Deathhawk trying to clear that through. The stacks are there. It is going to be recovered by Tony. Tony sending it all the way down into Bubble, but it is going to be slapped by Essen. Unfortunately, bounced there off of Shield, but it is going to get the slap on it again, and Deathhawk tries to go for it, but also gets stunned out. This is just free flying here. Deathhawk's going to get a hand on it. Tries to, I don't know who he was trying to connect with, but it is going to be Essen on the back line getting that clear through mid.
Yeah, no, this one is actually... I thought Caption would have a hand on that, but both of them miss it.
Still have an open
Ascend
goal.
has plenty of time, though. No goalie, no stack in sight, and was able to take that easy 3-point shot. Actually, I shouldn't say it's easy. It's a rather tough angle to hit. But
someone was in the backfield getting stacks, 100%. I don't know if it was Abchu, I'm not quite sure, but somebody was in the back and definitely had a few people.
Yeah, definitely. Someone was doing God's work.
Oh,
there
the
on
window!
backside.
They both done it now. It is gonna be, man. That's the worst feeling too. When you would just have a stack just screaming down mid. Sometimes you just can't help it. Oh, look at the dribble play here by Happy Motive. Oh man, unfortunate. It's gonna be recovered here by Deathhawk. Oh, but he gets his pocket picked by Caption, but ultimately stunned out. Happy gets stunned out from behind. It is gonna be recovered here. Cleared all the way through mid, looking for stacks.
Yeah, all the way back down to the orange side. Multiple players in the area. Shu gets a hand on it. Oh, gets the pocket pick. Loses the hands there, I think. And Deathhawk gets stunned. And this one just back onto that mid side of the arena. Tony now going to take this one. Going to send it over to Deathhawk. Deathhawk going to move this one to Zamasu. And now going to look at a couple of cross options. Gets it back over to Deathhawk. And playing a little bit more controlled, gets it back over to Tony, and just continues a good passing scheme trying to bait out this defense.
Yep, that's the way you got to do it. Good job there, looking for that layup there from Zam to Duller, putting that in for another 2 points. Just a 4-point game here. Pretty close. It is going to be an interesting 2.5 minutes almost here.
Yeah, and it's, that gap is continuing to persist at kind of the 3 or 4 point mark. The Sorcerers just can't close it right now, as this one is in that blue side. Caption able to get a tap on it over into the blue bubble, but Tony already on the back line there to recover that one, sends it out, but takes a bounce out Geo instead. So now this one is still in possession of the Vancouver Lightning, and Ascend just going to get this one over to Happy Motive, and they're going to work their way up the field.
That was a good job there, slowing it down, giving it to Happy. He goes for the duck, then spin off a post, but he's going to get stunned out there by Deathhawk. He does get that cleared, looking for stacks here, but they are brawling in the backfield. It's going to be Abchu and Caption stacking to get there. Going for the forward pass to Happy. Happy's got Duller on his tail. He is going to back it into Bubba. Going for the one-on-one. Oh, the double ding. That is so unfortunate here. It is going to be recovered here by Abchu. Goes for the reset. And it is going to be captioned on the back line. Goes for the pass up cross to Happy. Happy going for the drive. He's going to go for the shot, but off the ding ring. Oh my goodness. I think after this game, we will definitely be able to make an album. It is going to be a shot by Caption. Capitalizing there for another 2 points.
Actually, fantastic fight for Echo promotion right there is make a song out of dings in Echo Arena. That's phenomenal idea. We gotta make an album or something.
Oh man.
New intro music. That's the perfect idea.
You're welcome.
That later, but inspired by Cool Whip, as Tony's gonna take this one and send it over to Zamasu. Caption's on the other team, so that would have been rather bad.
Throwing.
Yeah, throwing. We can't say that on stream. You can't say that on stream. Duller gets another 2 in, and we again see a 4-point differential.
Collusion, I tell you.
No.
Collusion.
No, you can't say that on stream. No, not to our 4 players.
We are gonna have 25 seconds left here. The Lightning coming out hot. Please don't hit the window. It is gonna be Happy doing the QB and sending it hot left. They have 3 in the backfield here right now. They do have numbers. Sending it over to Abchu, but an unfortunate pass there. Who's gonna get the recovery? It is gonna be Zamasu. Zamasu walking it forward, trying to juke out that defender there. Deathhawk goes for the shot, but it's gonna hit off the post. On boot one more time, but it is going to be wide. Oh, they get it. They get it. 2 more points. That's a great job right there by the Sorcerers, making, closing the gap, just a 2-point, deficit before we go into halftime. So with that being said, we're going to go to a quick word by our sponsors.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
And welcome back from that quick halftime, put on here by Holtzhauer Auto and Motorsports. We are going to look at some stats here. This is a really close game. Coming out hot was, the Lightning being lightning fast. You know, Happy Motive just popping off in that first round. I've lost that's mine, but I got it in front of me. Let's see. Actually, they reset on yours too. So great. Happy Motive, I believe, had 7 points before he reset and or lagged out. But looking here at this game, it's definitely the race of stacks and stunning.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it's definitely been a lot about whoever can clear down the field, be able to get possession on that disc with the numbers advantage, and both these teams have really prioritized that kind of clear and boost strategy. So just going back and forth up and down the arena, no one's really had a solid possession. I shouldn't say that, because there are times where they slow things down, they do get the resets off, and they do decide to play a little bit more controlled, but it seems like both teams aren't really dedicated to that style. They're much more about trying to get that down the field. Oh, Wizist, you can't say that to me. Hashtag we want real stats. I know, I want real stats too, but we can't have them just yet. We can't have nice things or else we break them. So we'll wait a little bit, and then we'll have the real stats eventually. Yeah,
we gotta create it out of thin air, man.
Yeah, it's eventually it'll be here, and I will be a very happy boy when that happens. But yeah, we're about to get back into it here. I think I lied. The timer lied to me. It's actually another 40 seconds. So we got to figure out what to talk about here, and I think part of it is also how do these defenses adjust to kind of the stacking that we're seeing constantly. We saw that eventually teams started to collect a lot faster, started to stack a lot more frequently to counteract the other stacks, but some strategies that you might have in mind here for it.
Well, one thing I did notice is that their rollouts are real slow. They're not really going for that hot, real fast relay passes, and which is, when you see the stacks, they haven't really, well, if they've been swapping up, the Sorcerers at least have been swapping up their defense, running a man and running a double stack. So it looks like they're just trying to figure it out. They've had this first half, 16 minutes to figure it out. I'm excited to see what this second half is going to bring here.
Yeah, and hopefully it brings us even more excitement and even more dings, so we have more to compile our album with, as now both teams joust out from their tubes, and we see the pass down low, already trying to get that one into the blue bubble. They do so successfully, immediate clear, but it immediately back to the hands of Caption here. Now who's going to walk it up? Has the pass on the backboard. Nice find to Chu to get the two.
That was a great, quick 14-second goal there by the Lightning. Caption had a lot of space there. He was just looking for an open man and found Abchu there's chilling on the backboard, and he put it in for a quick little two-pointer. It's only a 4-point game here. Sorcerers are going to have the disc. Zam's going to be the QB this time. Rolling it out low and slow, sending it hot left tunnel. It is going to be trying to connect there with Tony, but Caption on his toesy woesies and gets his own noggin bonk. It is going to be Happy Motive. Oh, unfortunate loss of tracking, it looked like. Who put that Geo there? It is going to be Happy just doing some glorified self passes. Is going to find this cut to Caption. Caption going for the cut to Ab. Ab going back for the cut, but it is going to be Duller getting the interception. It is going to be Essend on the back line, though, getting the recovery. Getting pressured here by Tony and stunned out. Gets that beautiful pass off over to Caption. Caption to Happy, but the ding ring, there's another one at it. It is going to be Tony getting the recovery, sending it, or trying to send it through mid.
Yeah, now this one's still in the blue side, though, as they get another sent in towards that bubble. Deathhawk going to try and clear this one out. No, a good pass over here to Duller. Oh, have they finally learned? Did they get the pass to the clear? Yes, they do get it over to the orange side. And now it will be Caption tracking this one down, looking for a reset back to the goal, and immediately pressured, so again has to just pass it. Nice tap. Clear there by Caption. Really smart to get in order to get redirect that one to get it out of the zone for right now.
That was a great find there by that stack. Also getting that sent cross. It is going to be down in bubble. It is going to be recovered here, though, by Abchu. Is going to look for the cross over to Caption. Caption go for that quick slap up to Happy. Happy does have the lane. He goes for the shot. Is the mail in? The mail is delivered. 18 meters per second, 35 meters out. Happy Motive popping off again here with another hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, what a shot there. I mean, just laser precision, finds it all the way through. Not quite dead center, but it was damn close to being there. And now We see the stacks rod here once again. I think I'm gonna get it fined for that. Deathhawk now gonna send this one down over to Diller.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, so
yeah, I know. I think
there's
I'm gonna
another
get fined, but
ding.
it's all right. Another ding, and yeah.
It is going to be a stun out, but it is going to be another pocket. Oh my goodness, we got a brawl. Who's going to live? Who's going to win? It is going to be the Lightning getting it sent, but it is going to be Deathhawk on the back line. Driving it through is Tony for 2 more points. 18-23 here in this second half of this game.
Yeah. Tony able to find that 2 off the floor. Really nice. And he's we've seen, and we were counting a couple of the digs, and unfortunate number of them going Tony's way, but here finally able to find the back of the net. And
the shade.
No, it's good for restoring confidence. First of all, I love Tony. Tony's the homie, but also it's good for restoring.
I can't believe he's an adult. It's funny.
Yeah, it is really funny, but it's good. Like I was saying, it's good for restoring confidence because after missing so many shots, you need to see one fall, and it's really good to see that to try and boost that back up because they need that kind of aggression. They need that kind of player like Tony to be aggressive on the offensive end in order to come back in this game.
Dude, look at him brawling right now. Probably gonna go for the duck. Oh, the shot, but it was a glorified pass to Duller, and he slaps it in for 2 more points. You listen, he just knew the angle of the bounce and, connected. So,
look, all sorts of insane strategies are coming out now as people are.
I just watched that replay. It almost clipped the bottom of goal. It was so close to clipping the bottom of goal. It is going to be Happy Motive sending it hot right. They're rolling out a little quicker here, breaking up those chains right there. Zam and Tony is going to be together, getting that recovery. Looking for the stacks here. Caption and Aptitude trying to get stacked, but it is. Oh, who's going to get it? Let's see. It is going to be another stun fest, a brawl fest, getting that leech. That is going to be Caption trying to reset that back, but it is going to be Deathhawk getting that recovery. Tony goes, has a man pushing him. Oh, the yoink by Caption. Great steal there, sent all the way through right tunnel.
Yeah, it's now the disc is still in that blue side. Oh, a number of defenders here actually overshooting it. They are able to tap it to just keep it out of that offensive player's hands, but Happy Motive already there. The shot. Oh, a ding. Caption dings. No way. Happy Motive. Oh, does not. Okay. Okay. Makes it through the hands of the pavilion. We're back to a 5-point lead.
I believe we're breaking records tonight, man. This has got to be record-breaking ding fest. It's got to be. Hashtag NEPA dings. That's going to be the name of the album. Coming out hot here, it is going to be the Sorcerers. Who's going to QB? It is going to be Zam. Zam getting pressured immediately, trying to send that hot right to connect with Deathhawk, but it is going to be cleared all the way down into the bubble. Essen, though, does get a quick slap off. It is going to be Stacks here. Dullard gets there first, goes for that pass over to Zam. Zam, unfortunate bounce there off of Geo. It is going to be a free diss here. Are you muted? I guess you might be. It is going to be recovered here by Happy Motive doing it all. It is going to be cleared all the way through. Was that a shot? No way. No way. 63-meter shot. Somebody clip it and ship it. That was insane. I've got to look at this replay. I don't even know what he hit. Did he hit a reverse ribbon shot?
That's ridiculous.
Oh, rip.
Oh, we didn't get the clip of it. Oh, no.
Well, somebody clip it and send it so I want to see it. Zamasu does have this. It is an 8-point game here, getting stunned out. Great pressure there by the Lightning. Happy Motive does get a touch on it. It is going to be bouncing off of Cloud here. It is going to be recovered by Tony, but gets his pocket picked by Essen. Does try to get that clear through mid. It is going to be Happy Motive there first. Does get the slap. It is going to be all the way through, but it is going to bounce there off of boot. Recovered by Essen. Goes for the shot, but Tony said, not in my house. He is going to clear that all the way through right tunnel.
Yeah, now you see both players, stacking there. Good leech from Happy. He turns this one right back around, but already the stack there on the reception of the disc on the clear. Now gets it over to Diller. Diller up to Samasu. Nice little dunk inside to bring them back within 6.
That was a great find there. Great pressure there also by the Sorcerers. Always on that back line, getting those recoveries and really capitalizing and, what's the word I'm looking for? Converting when they have the opportunity to. Just a 6-point game here.
Yes, now we see the launch out from the Lightning. They get it over to Chu. Chu now going to try and send this one across. Look at the pressure coming out from his defense, constantly stunning the nice little man defense, trying to get possession of this disc, or at least make it very difficult. And you can see right there paying off as Tony gets the stun and the clear out. They need a stack to come through to be able to get a hold of this disc, but already multiple players just constantly contesting for it and constantly trying to find slaps, trying to find forward momentum. Deathhawk gets it up to Duller. Duller with a shot.
Good save.
Good save from Chu.
Abchu saving it one more time. Shout out to Jucifer. He sent me a clip. It was indeed a reverse ribbon shot. Hit off the ceiling. Oh, what a stuff there by Tony. Like some pasta. Gonna try to get that cleared out. But it is gonna be a 6-point deficit to the Sorcerers here at the end of this third quarter. We're gonna go to a quick word from our sponsors.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Hey yo, welcome back everybody. We're about to go into our last and final quarter here of this Lightning versus Sorcerers match. Pretty close here, just a 6-point deficit, Glean. What do you think's gonna happen in this last round, buddy?
I don't know. It feels like it's a game of runs here. As we see some teams go on scoring streaks, sometimes they go on scoring droughts, and it's just very back and forth in terms of scoring potential. Right now, a 6-point lead held the side of the Vancouver Lightning, and it's felt like they've held, well, because they've held really the lead this entire game essentially. So it'll be hard to call and say whether the Sorcerers can break that. They need to start to really lock down defensively if they're going to be able to take this one back, though, as we've seen a couple slip by them. They got to start getting those stops and then start turning things around in their own favor.
Yeah, 100% agree. First touch, first possession is going to go to the Lightning here. They do have the cut pass. It is going to be Essen tries to go for the pocket, but another ding. Man, we're breaking records. Tony is going to get a hand on the disc first and gets that sent all the way through.
Yeah, oh, Happy couldn't get a hand on it, so now Tony with possession. Tony over to Zamasu. Easy to in there. Oh, missed it or dinged it or something, but was not able to put in the easiest two on the open goal, and now Tony's going to have to recover this one and get it over. That would hurt if you're not able to get that in, and you lose this game by 2 points because of that. That's,
Rip. That was, oh my goodness, that was, the thing is that was probably going in off a backboard. The way that was going, it looked like it was going to bounce in straight in off a backboard. What a shot. Oh, but just a little wide, but there's that 2 points. Putting it in by Caption. That was unfortunate there. The missed dunk.
Yeah, I mean, really,
Where's Ashton Kutcher? Are we being punked right now? Do they know something we don't? It is good.
Maybe.
Oh, that was to focus in the background, killing my hopes and dreams. Tony, gets his pocket picked by Happy, but Zam getting a hand on it first. Is going to get that sent all the way through. It is down into the bubble. It is going to be stacks of the Lightning there first. But he gets Tony gets his pocket picked by Abchu. Great read there by Ab. What a spectacular goalie Abchu is. Plays for the Echoholics. Is going to be recovered here, though, by Deathhawk. It is going to be sent over to Duller. Duller getting the disc. Has a little bit of room. They don't have a stack here. Trying to connect there. It is going to be Zam, though. Has the cross to Duller, but is going to go for the trying to probably pass and connect there to Tony, but just not making it there.
Yeah, and this one back over to the blue side. Happy going to take another 3.
Flash.
Ooh, nice to find there, and up by 11 now. Double-digit lead coming into the later half of the fourth quarter. Really nice to see if you're the Lightning. It gives you a lot of insurance on plays that are coming down the stretch.
Yeah, I agree. And they're really being aggressive. Like both. Oh, look at there. Happy going for the shot. Goes off the backboard, but unfortunate bounce there off Pyramid. But Caption is going to be there. Gets the bounce. Goes for the cut, and it is going to be placed in by Abchu. 22-35 here. There is a deficit, but there is enough time to climb that hill.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of time left here for the Sorcerers to be able to make a comeback, but it again with the Lightning feeling like they have possession of the entire game right now, it's really hard to start to build that momentum, and it starts with the defensive end here, or even the
Quick
offensive.
rollout.
That's something.
Great
Wow,
job.
what a fast relay play!
That's exactly what they needed to do there. They noticed, I mean, that's what we're talking about, how they roll out, you know, just convert into that quick play. You get all them men forward because they got the confidence. We got the lead. They're going to try to push forward a little fast, and they got to capitalize on that.
Exactly, and there they are again, able to get that point on the board. Ooh, nice
What a
defensive
read.
stop. Deathhawk shot, no, off the backboard. Tony, oh, goes high. Deathhawk now going to get the recovery here. Oh, gets stunned out. So the Lightning are able to hold on for right now, and what could have been a huge momentum swing in the favor of the Sorcerers. As now Tony's going to get the hands on this one, immediately
Slap.
manages to get a slap out.
Good reset there by Ab, trying to connect there, and does with Caption. Goes over to Happy. Happy gonna do a little walkie walk and gets another 2 points. You know what? They actually, you know, looking at it, the game would be close to being over in 2 minutes now because they got an extra 2 minutes. So they got a little extra time in the beginning here. Technically.
That is true. Technically, they do have some extra time and inflated stats, as it were, because of that. But we will ignore that for right now, and I digress as we get back into the game. And a nice little tap here from the back line will guarantee that this one is in their possession. Abchu now looking at a long three, tries to send it deep. Oh,
Ding!
familiar sound of tonight's as nice
Great
little
read.
Happy and
Unfortunate drop.
is able to get that one all the way down. Maybe some redemption here for Chu. Yes, indeed, finds the 2.
Finds the 2. 14-point lead here to the Lightning. They definitely have the momentum, and we have a drop here by the Sorcerers. Unfortunate. Tony has dropped out. He was running left tunnel, so we're gonna see what's going to go on here. Are they going to run a split? Are they going to run a dribble play? It is going to be a split here. Deathhawk's going to QB. It's going to just clear it all the way through mid. You are correct. They could have just used a timeout, but it might have been a strat. They have a one-on-one. Oh, unfortunate. They just went for the slap. It is going to be cleared out here, or try to clear that out by Caption. But looking here, it is going to be recovered here by Deathhawk. Looking for a pass lane. Does find Duller. He doesn't have any pressure right now. He's going to go for the cross. Does have the walk here. He's going to go for it. What a bottom pocket by Deathhawk. 27-39. That was pristine placement there, Glean.
Yeah, that was really, really nice from Deathhawk. Able to just spike it in the very lower end. And we've seen a lot of shots come towards that mid part of the goal, kind of in where the goalie's hands can reach, but finally they're able to position a shot or get a shot where they can position it a little bit farther away. And interesting that they're still not taking a timeout here, waiting for Tony to come back in. I'm not quite sure what's happening there, whether they think that they can join without having to use their timeout, but they have 2 of them left, so I'm rather curious as Deathhawk's going to try and get that clear out, and they're able to hold on defensively here as now picked up here by Happy More to try to turn around. What a grab there by they get it all the way down into the orange side.
Holy moly. Duller is going to get the recovery. Abchu does stun him out, though. Free disc. Ab's going to get the recovery. Is going to be trying to get that cleared out, but Deathhawk there right in the lane does go for the cross, but the unfortunate bounce off of Bo. And this Lightning does have that stack together. It looks like Zam did get him split up in the backfield, but Chain's coming in hot. Abchu goes for the shot and makes another 3 points here for the Lightning.
Yeah, able to score the goal there, and I do see Tony saying in chat, Quest is dead. So unfortunately, I guess the headset died there for Tony.
That makes a lot of sense, too.
Which is why he's unable to rejoin. So rather unfortunate, and yes, Lucifer, we do make it to the first to 40 rule, so I guess it does count as another victory for the first to 40, unfortunately. But now as we get another little tap into the orange bubble here, perhaps some last second points could be scored by either team.
Yeah, it looks like they're just losing steam here. Nobody's getting stacked. They are going to clear that all the way down into the bubble to Happy. Happy's going to go for the shot for another 3 points, making this 45-27 here in this last round with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, with 30 seconds left, you know, hard to say whether anybody else will score, but an 18-point lead is definitely nothing to scoff at. It was a very impressive performance here from the Lightning, able to take this win, although it was much closer for the majority of the game than this final score will let on. Deathhawk almost had another shot, had a fantastic duck solo play there. Wasn't able to score, but Doller still able to take this disc, tries to get over to Zamasu. Zamasu now over to Deathhawk back. Oh, nice play here down the stretch with only 3 players. They're able to break down the defense and put in one final 2.
Great job doing some Kangas, passing around, and ultimately dunking it in for another 2 points. 29, excuse me, to 45 being the ending score here at the end of this Lightning and Sorcerers game. Looking at the stat line, you would never think that you're missing stats from around that we don't have on here. But with that being said, we still probably would have hit bingo here. Unfortunate Tony lagged out, but Tony definitely contributing to the Sorcerers tonight. He played great. Rip Quest, sorry bro, that's unfortunate. Definitely been there. Yeah, get a battery pack. But looking at these stats, man, obviously we got to select the Holtzhauer Motorsports, and get to give the Stuntman Award. And looking at this tonight, I believe we both can agree that Happy Motive filled some shoes tonight for the Vancouver Lightning, and I gotta tip my hat to the dude. He absolutely popped off, played on both ends, defense, offense, and absolutely just decimated. So congrats on my behalf, Happy Motive. You're my Stuntman Award winner.
Yeah, I don't have any arguments with that one. Certainly. It was an impressive performance. Offensively, it had a lot of scoring, of course, facilitated by the likes of Chu and Caption, the captain there with the 5 assists. Got to give the shout out, but also had a great defensive performance. How many times did we see interceptions, steals come out from this guy? Really just super disruptive against the opposing team. Good stack partner as well, was able to move up and down the field quite effectively, and with a roster that they don't typically play with, coming in as that PDR sub, really showed up. So I'm 100% in agreement tonight for the Stuntman Award going to Happy Motive.
So it does seem that we probably are going to do some player interviews. So if you guys will please stick around, we will be right back with the Vancouver Lightning. Hey, yo, everybody, welcome back. We are here live with this post-game interview from the Vancouver Lightning. We have Essend, Abchu, Happy Motive, Caption, and Essend. Did I say your name twice?
You did. I'm
I
awesome.
did.
It's so important.
Well, it do be like that. And we got, well, you know, it do be like that sometimes.
It do be. It do be.
It do be.
You're just seeing devil.
Do I? Listen, I thought I went down the line actually in the VC, but I might not be able to read.
It's fine. Anyway, these guys can definitely read because, man, oh man, what a defensive performance from a number of players here. I mean, Happy just had hands all over the disc at all points during this game. Chu had some great reads there in the goal, did a lot on a lot of great saves and finding his way to the VC. And congratulations, guys, on that win. I mean, I just want to get a quick thought process here on how you guys really approached the game coming into this one.
I don't know if there's much of a thought process to our madness, to be honest with you. I think
It's
we just kind of play.
carefully organized chaos. I think
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, Ethan said it best.
Yes, I mean, sounds good. You don't always need a plan coming into it if you just come in with kind of a general sense of what you want to do and how you want to play the game and move around. Yeah, I mean, it definitely worked out really well. And I just want to talk to Happy for a second. Because we mentioned before, and I think you kind of heard that you were the MVP of this game. So, stepping up here as the PDR sub, not necessarily having played with this roster a whole ton. How did you find yourself filling this role that is traditionally filled by somebody else?
It felt pretty good knowing that I played really good for my first time in a AAA game ever, and knowing that Caption reached out to me. He could have reached out for anyone to play for a player that just happened to not be able to make it. So it feels pretty good knowing that I played pretty good out of all the players here. So it's like an honor.
Yeah, and that 63-meter shot on top of it with the ribbon shot, that was really, really a thing of beauty to hit
nice.
there on the later stages. It was great. And then, final kind of question here for Caption, leading this roster, especially with a sub, how do you do it? Just speaking to the roster and
Captain things.
Coming
Doing captain things.
Yeah, basically it is just Captain doing Captain things. I mean, again, I'm going to be honest, we are a little bit of a disorganized chaos when we go into every game. So he fit in really well. We were looking for someone that can come in and score a lot of points for us, and that's exactly what he did. So that's a borderline of it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, guys. We do have to run to the next game, but definitely great to be taking your first win here of the season, and hopefully many more to come.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not on the team, but yeah.
Get out of our celebration.
Yeah, still so.
You served your purpose.
And with that, we'll start transitioning to our next game. Thank you so much, guys,
Awesome.
for the
Good
interview,
luck.
and
Good
we'll
job.
see everybody here in a few minutes as we jump over to our next game.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Hey, yo, welcome back, everybody. This is our second and final AAA match of the night. We have the undefeated 4-0 Scottsdale Slither of Unknown, Foxy Productions, Gunny Saw, and Ninja Tim, and versus the Frisco Dragons. It is going to be Elevate, KJ Temp, Looney, and Griffin. It looks like both of these teams here, the Frisco Dragons are 3-1 right now with a negative 13 point differential, and the Scottsdale Slither are 4-0. Wait, is that correct? Am I looking at the correct thing? Maybe I am. I believe I am. I thought for some reason that Scottsdale Slither had broken 100, plus 100 last week. I am right. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah,
I was looking at the.
yeah.
I was looking at the point. Well, the point differential on the standings are different from this, so I might need to point that out.
That is true.
Scottsdale Slither do have a positive 102 here. Frisco Dragons also having a positive. Shows them on the negative on the other thing. But they are going to get readied up here, Glenn. What do you think we're going to see here in this second match?
I'm hoping for a good game. You know, with the Scottsdale Slither coming in here with that 4-0 record like you mentioned previously, it's really hard to kind of to vote against them in any sort from an analyst perspective and for people who often watch these two teams go at it and play in the arena. I do have faith in the Frisco Dragons to show us some really interesting gameplay here. As They have a number of returning players. I think they have a good offensive core and a good defensive core at that, able to put on a performance, but it just feels like they haven't fully clicked yet and gotten in the rhythm versus this other team in Unknown, Gunny Saw, Foxy, who are all coming back from that previous season, and then Ninja Tim coming in as a sub. We'll see how kind of that chemistry plays out and how that interaction works for that roster, and perhaps something the Frisco Dragons can take advantage of and perhaps steal a game off an undefeated team here.
Definitely. Ninja Tim has chemistry with Foxy and Unknown. They used to play in VRML together on the same team. But what a headbutt there from the Dragons. It is going to be recovered by the Dragons. Elevate doing some juking around. Does have a 2-on-1. Goes for the dunk kind of shot. It is going to be Looney here off of the backboard for 2.
Yeah, quick first 2-pointer there by Looney. Brings them early into a lead, and that's really nice to see here for the Dragons getting off to an early start on one against what is a very potent offense here, quite potent, quite venomous offense in the Scottsdale Slither. So now the pass across, they were trying to find that connection, but just couldn't quite find the hands there. Ninja Tim not able to get there, and now Foxy controlling this one, but immediately stunned and stolen away by KJ. It's this one all the way down to the opposite side.
All the way down into that bubble there of the Slither. It is going to be Unknown, excuse me, doing some juking around, finds Foxy. Foxy doing some juking around, does evade that stack pressure. It is going to have a little bit of room and goes to this beautiful cross pass over to Gunny. Gunny to Ninja. Ninja, oh, to Unknown, but Unknown gets stuffed there by Griffin. Griffin goes for that pass there to the stack, and the stack evades that. I think that was Foxy, but it is Unknown. And I think Gunny getting back first do get that clear and that save. But the stack pressure, you can tell right now, everybody is really stack heavy on both of these teams.
Yeah, everyone constantly chasing after that disc. Another stun comes through, but again, players just scrambling to find this one. And now it controlled here by Foxy. Now going to juke around a little bit, looking for a shot here.
Great lane.
What a lot of movement. Oh, ding! Again happens here tonight. Rears its head in this other game, and now Ninja Tim, good reset back here to Gunny Saw, going to look for a couple of passes, slowing things down, trying to bet that stack. They do so. They get the shot. Oh, great save there by Griffin. Gets this one right back out.
That was an insane save there by Griffin, getting that cleared all the way through, looking for stacks. It is going to be Ninja and Gunny getting there first, still stack, going to get that, or try to get that sent through right tunnel, or trying to pass that to Foxy, maybe even. But it is going to be KJ getting the slap down to cross left over to Looney. Looney's going to go for the reset, or try to connect that reset to elevate, but just couldn't. But he did get the tap forward, but it is going to be Gunny Saw with the recovery and gets that sent through mid.
Yeah, but again, controlled here by the Frisco Dragons, and we're seeing, again, back and forth between these two teams. The stacks constantly contesting for this disc. KJ is able to get the hands on this pass across, and now checking behind, looking for the shot, looking for the cross. Griffin, nice lay in there on the side, and able to slam and dunk that to home.
That was a great job there, looking for that cross pass there. The goalie was a little confused, didn't know if he was going to cut it there that late, and Griffin just gently placing that in the pocket for another 2 points for a 4-point lead here to the Dragons in this first round. Coming out hot here, it is going to be the Slither, Foxy QB, and going hot left. Going to do this cross table, cross floor play over to cross shoulder with a shot, but off the ding ring one more time. Gunny does get the recovery, slowing it down. Going to go for the reset. Foxy walking it forward, no pressure. Is going to cross it back over to Gunny. Gunny does the stop. Wow. Don't you love to see it? I love to see that. I love when people use a stop stick and lean a little bit, you know, and then walk it in. That's just the best. It's the best.
Yeah,
love
definitely. And yeah, and it's the first 2 of the game so far. Interesting that they were not able to score there for 3.5 minutes for a team that we talked about being extremely high scoring, very, very strong at that. And now only just scoring now is kind of a testament to the Frisco Dragons defense and their midfield presence, as well as their stacking, able to hold things down. And now this cross pass coming across to Looney looks very good. They have an opportunity, great drive there, and Looney scores the 2, bringing them back up by 4.
That was a great find there by KJ. What a sniper of a pass over to Looney that was over there on shoulder, and he just drove that in for another 2 points. Great Great forward movement there by the Frisco Dragons. They do have momentum here. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Foxy comes out, sending it hot left again. Same play. Oh, tries to get that connected to Gunny. Saw they didn't think they'd run it again. Oh, he tries to go for that pass again over there. It looked like 2 unknown, but it is going to be Foxy pressuring that chain. But look here, we have a chain and a leech, but it is going to be KJ getting the stun and the disc, and he opts for the reset.
Yeah, Elevate now walking this one forward, gets the pass across over here to KJ. KJ going to send this one over to Looney, and again, they're just trying to break down this defense, trying to find the angles in. They decide to back this one up over to Griffin, and they have a lot of time to work with here. They continue to play with their lead, continue to play very controlled, and try and bait out this defense as much as possible. And once they do so, you know, they're looking at a very good position to score here. And I really like this strategy, especially against a team that you know can turn things around very quickly.
100%. They knew they were getting into probably before they played this match. Great save there by Gunny Saw. But great possession here by the Frisco Dragons. Great passing, and they are going to slam dunk it in after a minute. KJ connecting with Griffin and slamming that in for another 2 points here for the Dragons.
Yeah, and the Dragons really off to a solid start here, solid first quarter, playing a very good game against the undefeated team right now. We'll have to see how the Slither respond as they get the pass down. They go for this play that we often see come out, that kind of S-shaped pattern down the midfield. They can often go to a relay. That play can break out into so many different other variations of play. It's a really good flexible setup. But now Foxy controlling this one will send this down over to Ninja. Ninja gonna get it over to Gunny. Oh, the pass to unknown. Oh, great. That stop there. The stun came through just before the shot could, so able to prevent any sort of shot attempt.
Yeah, he tried. KJ is going to send it over across to Looney. Looney doing some movement on wall and goes for it himself, putting it in for another 2 points. 8-point game here. The Frisco Dragons definitely have momentum here. The Scottsdale Slither got to change something up here to get some points on the board.
Yeah, for the first time, it feels like the Scottsdale Slither are actually struggling to score, which is both hard to say as it's a mouthful, and also really interesting because it's something that we aren't very used to, especially in this Series 3. I mean, Series 2, they were also a very high-scoring offense, very potent offense, but here they're kind of having to be on the back foot, try and take their time. They find a nice pass up here to the center, looking for the shot. Oh, another stun comes through just as the shot was going to. So again, this one flung back, and Foxy gonna juke around a little bit, perhaps look to take a solo play. Nice little juke around. Looney, great grab there to deny it, and now this one back into the orange side.
Back to the orange side, but look at that stack, but the whiff just ultimately missing the goal. It is going to be recovered here by Looney, doing some juke and trying to find Elevate there on the floor, but it is going to be KJ getting the recovery. Goes back to Elevate with a jukes. Got 2 on him, goes for the pass, does connect it, doing some juking around. Back to KJ on the backboard to Elevate. Back over to Griffin. Great passing here. KJ going for backboard again. He's going to drive it and dunk it for 2 more points. That was the most insane passing that I've seen in a hot minute.
That they took them on a merry-go-round ride of epic proportions. My goodness, they had them chasing their own tails constantly, just trying to get a hold of that disc. Not much to say there. Just what passing. You control that. Wow. What a read there on the play. They get the grab. They almost hit the shot, and will end the first quarter with a 10-point lead in favor of the Frisco Dragons. And a quick break and a word from our sponsors.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes, because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Hey yo, welcome everybody. We are about to start this second quarter here of this Frisco Dragons versus the Scottsdale Slither. This is an exciting match here. First round, not going completely as I expected here, as the Frisco Dragons are up by 10 points at the end of the first 8 minutes, and it is a neutral joust. Take it away, Glean.
Yeah, we've seen a very interesting changeup from or deviation from what we've expected, as this Scottsdale Slither have struggled to score, and perhaps after that minute break they can get some recovery here. Just as I say it, I curse it a little bit, but they're able to get the recovery, able to get over to Unknown, who's now going to send up a little pass, a nice little bounce pass actually to Foxy. Foxy now going to look for a shot here. Oh, off the head of Griffin. So this one actually in possession of the Frisco Dragons, and they get another defensive stop.
A great defensive stop there by Griffin, whether it was his head or not. It is a save. Unknown is going to get the recovery here. Did get that stun on Elevate, juking around, giving another merry-go-round ride, and does get around him. And it does connect that pass over to Gunny. Gunny doing some juking, goes for the top pocket, but it is an errant pass there over to Foxy. Foxy drives it, puts it in for 2 more points here.
Yeah, they're able to finally end their scoring drought here, and on a good drive there from Foxy, although it was a bit messy initially trying to get there. Just getting the points on the board is the most important thing here. You got to start from somewhere to build back, and right now they're just missing a few connections. The shots that we usually would see would go in are slightly missing. The jukes and the passes are just a tad off, and I think that's just trying to get used to this roster of 4. And Mooney now driving in, gets the pass over to the backside. Oh, almost had the dunk. Good stun there, denies it, and Foxy going to look to try and get this one cleared.
That was also, I want to highlight that great duck there by KJ and Tunnel on that rollout. Oh, Gunnysaw putting that in for 2 more. On that rollout, he did a really good job at evading the defender there. He actually ducked down and hit the lip of Tunnel and was able to get that cleared out, just evading that defender.
Yeah, and then the movement on the other end, able to get that shot in after the nice stack up the field, and the Slither with 4 quick points on the board here in the second quarter will find themselves only down by 6 as Looney now gets the recovery here, sends it over down to KJ. Another stun coming through. No, the shield instead. Nice ender play there, able to get the stun and able to slam that one home.
Man, great job here by the Frisco Dragons, just coming out and using that momentum and just keep pushing forward, but putting more points up on the board. Scottsdale Slither, I wonder if they're going to run out with a quick rollout here. Probably that cross high. Yeah, let's see. They are going to run. It looks like a split. It is going to be that chain. Is going to pressure there over to Gunny. Gunny connecting over to Ninja. Ninja going for the reset back to Foxy. Trying to break this stack apart here that is pressuring him. That's what you got to capitalize on. You got to break that stack, then move it forward, which he does. Foxy getting both of them stunned out. The leech and their split. They should have the walk here, but it is going to be Gunny slowing it down. Goes for the cut to Ninja, putting that in for 2 more points. That was a great find.
Yeah, really, really nice cut timing there from Ninja, just diving up from the floor. You can see the goalie's eyes completely glued on Gunny, and then he fakes the shot with that pass, places it so close that you think it's almost a shot, just a missed one. And then you see Ninja Tim diving up and getting the nice tap shot in. Just a solid play all around there as Looney will send this one back and start the playoff here for the Frisco Dragons.
Yeah, they were trying to get a little pass and play going on, but Gunny ultimately getting a hand on that first and getting it cleared all the way down into that Frisco bubble. Oh, that stack accidentally stopping on shield, so it is going to be recovered here, but Gunnysaw gets a hand on it first with that great jump there by KJ, connecting with Elevate. They don't have a chain here, but he goes for the trench shot. Well, I guess ceiling shot, rather. It is going to be Gunnysaw with the recovery, though. Is going to go opt for that pass over to Unknown, but he gets hassled by Griffin. Griffin has the one-on-one with Foxy. Foxy yoinks it, looking for Griffin, tries to evade him, goes to the ender and gets the slap. Glean, I believe you're muted again. KJ is going to recover it and send it over to Griffin. Foxy with the stun and the steal is going to have it and send it over to that stack there of Unknown and Ninja Tim, but they are going to break apart. Looking for stacks. Who's going to get it is Unknown. Trying to connect there with Ninja Tim on post, but sending it a little low. It is going to be Foxy on the back line, though. No pressure. It's going to stop there on Nugget for a minute. It does have 3 in front of him. Oh, unfortunate stun there. Does get stunned out. KJ with the grab and another awesome duck, and is going to get that cleared through mid. What a shot. Oh.
Ooh, almost had the shot in as well. Oh, great grab there from Ninja, denying. What could have been a 2-point shot there. And now this one back over to the blue side. Foxy going to take that one, and he will not miss. Will not be denied. 3-point deficit now, and the Slither have definitely found their way back at this one.
For sure, they're finding their momentum, finding their footing, you know, climbing back up the hill. There's plenty of time here. This is only the second quarter. It's only a 3-point deficit, still 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. Frisco Dragon's going to roll out. I'm ready to see this pass and play. It's going to be KJ going for the cross floor. Oh, unfortunate bounce there. Gunny gets the recovery. Trying to connect there in right tunnel, but it's going to be a free disc over to Foxy. He does get that sent all the way through, but it is going to be Griffin on the back line getting the hand on it first. Stacks, Unknown, and Foxy. They are going to split apart, but it is going to be Gunny with the recovery.
Yeah, now they're able to play with a little bit of possession here. They have nice spacing here on the floor. They don't feel too pressured to try and get this one up the field as fast as possible. They have nice jukes here as well. Unknown under some pressure though. Oh, too much passing. Elevate with a shot. Oh, good save there by Gunny. Easily reading where that play was going, and now the pass over to Foxy. Foxy looking for the long 3 will be high. So just glancing off the side of the nest there and bouncing below, as it will be Gunny saw to pick this one up. Look for a pass on the backboard is open. They opt for a back pass just temporarily to get it back up to Gunny saw, and now look for the shot.
What a shot.
What a bounce shot from Gunny. The placement on that one into the pocket off the pyramid there. Just impeccable placement.
That was indeed impeccable placement, man. That was right off the pyramid, and it was a cross pocket. I thought he was going to go for that pass under, but nah, he's going to finish it himself. Making this just a 1-point game here. Frisco Dragon's going to run a hot left low, but gets stunned out by that stack of Foxy and Ninja. Goes for the shot, but it is going to be low. It's going to be recovered by Foxy, but the ding ring one more time. It strikes again. What another, that same great shot there. Another backboard from the Slither. Unknown, another 2 points, taking the lead for the first time this game.
Yeah, these backboard shots have been brutal for the likes of the Frisco Dragons to try and save, and the Slither, having held their opponents to only 2 points and scored 13 of their own, are definitely having a very, very productive quarter here as they get the pass down across to Elevate, and now Elevate going to try and walk this one forward. Really, if you're the Frisco Dragons here, you need the shot, but no, can't find it. Looney just low on that placement, and now Foxy, it has some time to lock this one up. They have it stacked together already. After this disc, trying to look for perhaps another couple of points here to end out the quarter. They do find it low, and look how fast the Scottsdale Slither team can score immediately just on the offense. So much pressure, and this is looking a lot like the team we expected to see.
This is what we expected to see the first round. Popping off here is the Scottsdale Slither. Does have a 3-point lead here. 14 seconds left on the clock. Going to be a quick rollout. Griffin sending that hot left to Elevate. Elevate beat his man. Going for the cross. Does connect here with KJ. KJ sending it to Looney. Looney going for the drive, but gets stunned out before he can get the disc out of his hand. This is going to be the Scottsdale Slither taking this first half here before a quick word from our sponsors in halftime. We'll be right back, guys.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Welcome back. This is the halftime report here, coming live to you of the Scottsdale Slither and the Frisco Dragons, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports. Glean, what did you see there in that first half?
Well, we saw a tale of two quarters, really.
We really did.
A dominating first quarter from one, and then a dominating second quarter from the other. And even though the Frisco Dragons really got carried away in the first quarter, I think taking that 1 minute break in between those quarters really helped out here for the likes of the Scottsdale Slither, as they were able to really run away with the second one, and it felt a lot more like they were more comfortable with the game that they were playing. You could see them kind of practicing the stacks there in the arena, or at least we could see them practicing a little bit, and they're really. It feels like they were uncoordinated in the first quarter, came in maybe a little bit, just a little bit too loose, and then started to really tighten things up, and they've really made their headway back in this one.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like the stats are showing Happy Motive on there, but it's okay. We reused this lobby, so that might be why he still shows up on there. But looking here at the possession time, that second quarter there, the Scottsdale Slither really, slowed it down a little bit, and definitely gained some possession time here. 5 minutes and 45 seconds compared to the 4 minutes and 53 of the Frisco Dragons. But we are gonna hop right back in here to the second half action. We do have 50 seconds. Okay, good, because I was wanting to hit on a couple other things. Looking here at the Frisco Dragons, they're really utilizing those quick passing plays, and even in the bubble, passing in the bubble, like you say, taking them for a merry-go-round, they're really capitalizing, on going for that one extra pass and converting when they're in the bubble.
Yeah, definitely, and I think they need to get back to that, right? Because they were in the latter half of that second quarter, they were looking for very aggressive plays, almost taking basically a one-on-one, because they forced such a quick relay play. And it just was not working out in their favor. So maybe taking a step back, again, calming down and going back to what was working beforehand, where you're able to methodically break down that defense is really good. And that's really hard to do, and that's really hard to acknowledge when you're in the heat of the moments. And, the other teams has this huge momentum. You could feel it's almost like a crushing weight on you when they have that much momentum. You can see how fast their stacks are and just how much pressure they're exerting. But it's something that you've got to recognize, and you got to be able to do here.
100%. We're about to go in here and see the first, of the second half. Neutral joust here. It is going to be the Scottsdale Slither getting the first hand on it, first possession. Also with a quick shot off, but it's just a little left. Foxy getting the repossession here and does drive it in for another 2 points, making this a 5-point lead for the Slither.
Yeah, and I mean, there's that offense, that pressure that we were just talking about. I mean, already they get the score on the board. 11 seconds off the clock, and they are just relentless, picking up where they left off. And it looks like they haven't even cooled down from that little 5-minute interim.
Yeah, probably not. They're probably still riding on that momentum, but Gunny does get stuff there by Looney. Looney going to KJ. Open goal opportunity, capitalizing, stinking the three-pointer, lessening the deficit down to 2.
Yeah, and I like that little move there by Looney, able to get the grab, sends it into KJ, knows how dangerous that Geo is, and sees the teammate right ahead, unselfishly gives it up instead of opting for the long shot, and is able to secure the 3. So only down by 2 now, and now with Foxy going to take this one, jukes around, has to get past Elevate, and does so successfully. They get a deep send
right
into
now.
that blue bubble, but it's an immediate turnover instead for Looney.
Yeah, we got a 3v4. It looks like we've got Unknown stuck back in the tunnel. They are going to go for that connect there to Elevate. Elevate should have an open shot here. Tries to attempt that reverse boot shot, but it is going to be Foxy getting a hand on it first. I wonder what's going on with Unknown in that tunnel. He's still sitting very, very still. Foxy just being able to drive it forward. I don't know if the other team notices right now. Nobody's really pushing them. He opts for that reset back to Gunny. Gunny's going to slowly walk it forward, trying to break that stack apart. Now they are. Does get the stun. Now they might have a little numbers here. He should. I think he's. Ooh, what a great steal there by Elevate. He probably could have turned and pushed the goal there, and capitalized. But they do have Chain. They are getting all the way back. He goes for the cross pass over to Looney. Looney doing some juking. Opts to slow it down, back it out, creating a little bit of space for himself. Trying to pull a man out. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to play possession, but they also know that there's a 3v4. Looking for that open lane. It looks like Looney's open on wall. He's going to connect here. Has the backboard option, but he's going to take it himself for another 2 points to tie it up.
Yeah, they were looking for the stun on the goalie there primarily, and I really do like taking this time there to just work it up the arena floor, try and tie this one up, not playing too over aggressively because you see the 3v4. Instead, giving this other team their due respect and making sure that they can indeed secure the points. And with the fact that this team is continuing to play without Unknown here, I do wonder if we have another situation where maybe somebody's headset died or something went wrong and they need to reboot their entire system. But now they're cleared down over to the hands of Looney. Will find them now looking at a shot, and Looney able to put in the 2. I do wonder why there isn't a timeout coming through, but you know.
I also wonder the same thing. They still have one, 1 2-minute timer remaining. Looks like Foxy's going to hit it now, probably. I see him going back to the, Foxy is going to opt for the timeout here. As probably technical difficulties. I'm pretty sure everybody here is on CV1 except maybe Looney, but I think he made the transition a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to assume that it's probably a hardware issue, a technical issue. But they do only get a 1 2-minute pause. So after 2 minutes, if Unknown is still not here, the Frisco Dragons can unpause and continue play 3v4.
Yeah, that is true, and it'll be interesting to see whether they opt for that or not. Sometimes, a hard enforcement of the rules doesn't necessarily come through. So we'll see exactly what happens here and whether they can get Unknown back in. And the Frisco Dragons definitely look like they're pretty comfortable right now. Again, it was a 3v4 situation, but they played with a lot more a controlled style, and they took a lot more time off the clock and on their plays. They really played the possessions very well.
Yeah, I agree, and they're really, they're really slowing it down when they get over to the Slither's bubble, playing that controlled passing game, using that possession time. Looking at it now, they have now taken lead of the possession clock timer. You could definitely see that on those last couple of drives. They got down into or near the bubble, and Looney would back it out and slow it down and pull his man out and look for an open passing lane. And then they would just look for the open pass and connect until they could, ultimately convert. Obviously, I hope they get a fourth in here because nothing's worse than having a disadvantage in a close game like this.
Yeah, and especially if you want to continue to maintain that win streak here for the Scottsdale Slither, currently still undefeated. Really trying to maintain that and keep that as a season-long thing, especially with the likes of the Junction Juggernauts continuing to win and really sneaking up on the rest of the standings here could find themselves, or the Scottsdale Slither could find themselves in second place in the standings if they're not able to take this game. So pretty important that you get as many wins as you possibly can, really maintain yourself at the top of the standings, especially early on, so that way you can secure things for playoffs later.
Yeah, 100%. We do have a 4v4 back in the arena is unknown. Probably just had to reset, maybe had some frame drops. It is going to be Griffin looking for this cross pass. Does connect to Elevate. Elevate, like I said, slowing it down. Foxy getting the good steal there and getting that sent all the way through left tunnel. It is going to be cleared all the way down into the bubble looking for stacks, but it is going to be Gunny Saw doing some juking and putting that in for 2 more points to tie it up.
Yeah, really nice to get that 2-pointer in there. They tie this game up, 4 minutes left in the quarter, and for this game to be this close is super fascinating to me, just to see the different playstyles come out, as well as the different strategies here. As KJ will send this one down over to Elevate. Elevate going to look for another pass in, but immediately that defensive stack on them, and Ninja Tip putting this one right back out. They have a stack already there. They overshoot and miss it, so a turnover. Elevate gets the hands on there, and then KJ, nice little duck move and nice little block there as well to maintain control of the disc. Again, another little ender. It continues to just be a stunning feed. Wow, what a steal. Just 4 players maintain possession.
It's a great job there by KJ, not giving up the pressure, ultimately getting the steal, but it is going to be recovered here by the Slither. They do have stacks coming in hot, though. Looks for the pass to Foxy. Foxy inverting. Going on ceiling. Oh, but gets his clock rung. It is going to be recovered here by the Dragons, sending it left tunnel all the way through. And it is going to be recovered here by the Dragons. Have an open goal, but not for long. They are going to opt for the reset.
Yeah, no, KJ able to get hands there, but no, just slowed down immediately. They send this one back in, and you can see actually the Frisco Dragons playing with 1 player back pretty far. Continuing to pay respect to the long shots that might come through, as well as the clears. KJ, nice little block there again. These enders have been very on point. Nice bounce pass over to Griffin. An impeccable bounce pass. It's right over there to get the 2 points.
Yeah, that was a great bounce pass there by KJ off the ceiling to backboard over for Griffin to put that in for another 2 points for the Dragons. You know, not a huge lead here, only 2 points. Foxy is going to get the disc, gets the duck, evades that stack, but I'm sure they're Ninja Tim's going to drive it forward, goes for the open shot. He doesn't miss that one. He sinks that 19 meters out, taking the lead of 1 point here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and that's this dangerous position there if you're the Frisco Dragons. You know, you had your 2 players in the back end split and no one really covering the goal, whether that was a communication breakdown or perhaps a stack breakdown, I'm unsure of. But a critical mistake to make there, is now it's a 1 point difference between these 2 teams. And a big 3 there if you're the Scottsdale Slither. Nice little reset here to Griffin, as now Elevate controls this one after the tap pass and is looking at a couple of different pass options. Gets it down low to Looney. Looney trying to drive on 2. Will take the shot. No. Hits it off the post instead, and now rebounded here by Ninja Tim, slapped out.
We'll add it to the song. It is going to be KJ with the recovery, doing some juking around Fox. He does evade him, sends it to Elevate. Elevate crossed over to Griffin for another great passing play and conversion here by the Frisco Dragons. This is just a lead swapping here. They're just going tit for tat, back and forth here, Glean.
Yeah, and I one of my favorite things to watch in Echo is those vertical crosses, where someone from either the ceiling or the floor takes that cross over straight into the middle of the bubble when someone's driving in. It's so aesthetically pleasing to watch, and it's also really hard for the goalie to track because they're looking at one extreme and then they have to switch to basically the middle of the bubble or the middle of the ceiling. Either way, it's just really a great play to run. Is now all the way back down the field. We see that Ninja Tim sinking another 3. They'll hit it as the goalie got back and tried to reset their position.
Yeah, I think he might have grabbed block or grabbed something there, but that disc does go in. Giving the Scottsdale Slither a 2-point lead here. They are going to have about 7 seconds when they roll out of the tunnel, I believe, to make something happen, which is quick enough for a quick relay. It looks like they are going to opt for that. Maybe not quickly, but they are going to cross and connect. Is he going to go for it? No, he's just going to hold it and wait for the next round. It is a 2-point game here. We're going to go to a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back for some fourth quarter action.
If you call one of us, just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Welcome back. We're going to look at some stats here. Looking at the stat board, looks about even for both teams. This is only a 2-point differential here. Absolutely popping off. Both of these teams, Frisco Dragons, are utilizing that slowing it down, backing it out, passing plays. And it seems like the Scottsdale Slither is utilizing their 2-2 meta, just staying stacked and clearing boost.
Yeah, and I think it's working out in favor of both teams. Both of them are finding a lot of success with what they want to do, and it really comes down to who can execute it just that little bit better. And it comes down to also defense, because we've often spoken about the different offensive play styles, but the defenses have been very similar in both of them. Have found some success, but not a ton of success. So seeing which one will step up here in the last vestiges of the game will be a really important thing, as Looney gets Elevate gets a fantastic grab on that initial joust, manages to steal it. Now KJ with control, looking at a couple of crosses, looking at a duck. Oh, what a grab there by Unknown, and just like that, the defense steps up, the stack comes through, and multiple players not able to get a hand on the disc. So this one still in possession, still has time for defense to recover. But Unknown misses that shot as well.
That was indeed unfortunate. I think he should have just anchored off post and put it in for 3. But it is going to be recovered here by Griffin. It is going to get stuffed by Foxy. Foxy doing some juking around there off of the reverse table. Is going to make his way through. Looks for the cross pass to Ninja. Ninja has the cross under, but he's going to opt for the shot because the goalie jumped out for him. Advancing them another 2 points here, making this a 4-point game in their advantage.
Yeah, really excellent there from Ninja. Saw that even though there are multiple players in the area, no one's covering that angle, and just immediately took that shot and made it in. And brings them up here by 2 goals, 2 possessions, most importantly. And maybe that space is just exactly what they need in order to continue to hold out against this very aggressive Frisco Dragons team. But again, they're going to play that control. They're going to play that slower style as they continue to aggress and move their way up the floor.
Trying to connect there under goal to Elevate, I think. But it is going to be Griffin getting that connection to KJ. KJ over to Looney. Looney looking for the cross pass under goal and is going to make it. Goes to the other cross, but stuffed there by Foxy one more time. Great read. He is going to get that cleared through right tunnel, looking for Stacks. Who's going to get there first? It looked like Slither was, but that screaming Stack come in and got him stunned out. Looney does get the recovery, walking it forward. No pressure here. Looking for an open passing lane as the Scottsdale Slither are getting stacked. He's going to send it cross over to KJ. KJ to post, over to Elevate, but he gets stunned out there by that stack pressure, but it's going to be recovered by KJ. One more time, goes and opts for the reset back to Griffin. Resets at 4. They pulled that man out. Ninja Tim forcing him, but they are going to go over cross. He's getting hassled. It does get a grab on Geo. Does get around, but Gunny Saw said, not in my house. Is going to get that cleared through. Elevate does get a hand on it first and opts to cross that back to shoulder, doing some juking around, and he is going to drive, but off the ding ring one more time. It is going to be KJ, opts to the cut. Oh, but the ding ring for a second time. It is going to be for the 3rd possession here in Bubble. KJ doing some juking around, opts for that back pass, opts the reset. They pulled 3 out here. They do have the cross. They do have numbers. He's going to drive it and finally put it in for 2 more points for the Dragons. That's what they needed here, Glean.
Man, that was ridiculous. Just the number of times that we saw a ding or they weren't able to score there. And, much credit to the perseverance here of the Frisco Dragons. But also, I want to talk about that defense from the likes of the Scottsdale Slither here, because they have this read on where this final pass is going. They understand that they're always looking for that one more pass, kind of trying to go to the middle of the bubble in order to secure that easy 2-point shot where they have a lot of different angles to shoot from. So able to cover that pass a lot more often. That's why you see they're trying to drive out as many players from that bubble as possible in order to adjust to that. Now a great stack comes through and they get the stun on the backline player here. They have a open shot here just momentarily. Decided to juke KJ. Oh, what a shot there. Gets it, a slicing shot through the middle of the goalie and ties this one right back up at 29.
That was a great drive there. He knew he had to juke around on that shoulder to create some space for himself. I thought he was going to get stunned out there when he tried. I thought he was going to go under Gio rather than over, but ultimately making his way through for another 2 points and tied up. Scottsdale rolling out with a quick dribble play. It's going to send this quick left then through mid. Looking for that shot. Oh, unfortunate. Just goes for the shot automatically. Foxy did get that stun, but left the disc behind Trustin Gunny to grab it, and he does get it, but off the ding ring one more time. It is going to be recovered, though. Ninja Tim just driving it forward, but does opt for that back pass. The duck, holy, by Gunny, and then the drive for another 2 points.
Man, that was super nice there from Gunny. Able to drive that one home, and it gets past the defender as they continue to collapse the bubble and play very, very quickly in order to score these points. And they find themselves up here by 2 once again, but now you got to hold on against this offense that has been so good at breaking down your defense at times and has played this very controlled style. They immediately get this one up the floor to Looney. Looney looking for a shot here. No, a pass. No, that one going wide as the teammate was trying to get through the barrier but just couldn't get there in time. And that one almost goes in off the bounce instead. This one's still in the blue bubble with a nice little slap out here to just buy some time.
Yeah, it was a great leech there. Ninja going for unknown, doing some twirl roll. Is going to put that in for 2 more points for the Scottsdale Slither here. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock. If the Frisco Dragons are going to do it, they need to turn on that pressure now.
Yeah, that was a little, they have a little breakaway here, the Scottsdale Slither, in points, and they're back up here by 2 possessions. It's really important that those Frisco Dragons get another score here as soon as possible to try and bring them back within that 1 possession range. But Looney immediately getting stunned is not what you want to see here. Now this back inside that blue area, they do get the grab. KJ's able to get this one cleared actually up here to Elevate. Elevate able to walk this one up with some time. The stack does not pursue them directly, so continuing to just hold possession, looks for a couple of cross passes here. Oh, good read there from Gunny, trailing that offending player, so then is able to get the grab, and now KJ on the back end playing very deep, just trying to corral this disc, make sure that they can get it back in, but continuing to just give up possession here.
Oh, unfortunate bounce there off of Nest. It is recovered here by the Dragons. Does get that pass completed there. He does opt for that shot, but it is wide right. But they looks like they might get the recovery. Not if it bounces like that. They are going to get the slab. It does connect here. Has the one-on-one. Going to drive it for 2 more points, making this just a 2-point game. You love to see it. This is what you play for here. This is what you sign up for. Last minute, 20 seconds. Do you think they're going to play possession here? You think they're going to play time?
I don't see that for the Scottsdale Slither. There's just no way. With a team this aggressive and this confident in their speed and their scoring potential, they're going to play extremely fast, and you can see that with the double stack.
The read!
Oh, what a read!
The shot! The sink! Let's go.
Oh, Elevate. What a way to turn around this game. The just standard man defense pays dividends as that pass goes a little bit wide. The double stack couldn't get there in time to take the disc, and Elevate immediately makes them pay with the punish. Now they have to play a solid possession here. Foxy is going to take possession of this one. Is going to look for the pass, and for once they're slowing down. They try and find a deep pass into the bubble. They have someone on Nest, and they didn't turn around the shot.
Oh, no!
The 3 Gunny saw. What a turnaround to bring them back up by 2.
Oh, there's still plenty of time here for the Dragons to run it back. Well, I love to see this. This is what you play for right here. You're 2 points down, 15 seconds left. What are you going to do? You got to come out and roll it fast. You got to. You got to connect your passes. They're going to get the pass, going to make the cross, does get the pull out, goes for the cross pass over to Looney. Looney's going to drive and shoot it for 2 points to tie it up here at the end of the 4th quarter.
That play is, like I said, that play is so flexible. That's so good to see there. I mean, the movement from that Ghost Geo all the way down to the cross, and then crossing back over. All eyes on Looney, and Looney sinks clutch in the moment. able to step up and sink that 2. Now going to overtime between these two teams. Take it away.
Spiritual Joust, the last one. The Scottsdale Slither coming out hot with the headbutt. It is going to be recovered by KJ. Sending that through mid, looking for stacks. Who's going to get it? We do have the pressure here. All 4 of them driving forward. Looney connects to Elevate. Oh, no, not Elevate. To Griffin. Back pass to Elevate. The drive, the dunk. No, the save. What a great save there by, it looks like Unknown. It is recovered here by Foxy. Sent all the way, or not all the way. It is chained here. They do have chain, but the stunned by KJ getting the recovery. It is going to be sent down over the Unknown shot. What a shot! The match is over. What a 3-point shot here from the Frisco Dragons. Griffin putting it in, ending the game, and ending the undefeated streak for the Scottsdale Slither. Frisco Dragons come out on top here, giving them their first upset. Wow.
Dude, what a clutch performance there by the Frisco Dragons, coming back and able to make headway in this one. You know, they had a rough second quarter, but something about that halftime, just the turnaround, they started to slowly make their way back into this game, and then all of a sudden, they find themselves tied up. All of a sudden, they find themselves down 4 in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, they start scoring. They start finding these angles. Then the three-pointer comes through from Elevate. Then they get the clutch shot from Looney to tie them with 2. Then they get the shot from Griffin to secure it all. Wow. Just unbelievable performance here. And I mean, can we talk about the team play as well? Because if you take a look at the numbers, KJ's got 9 and 9 on the board. 9 points, 9 assists.
Bro.
Ridiculous. Like, this is absurd. Looney's got 12 points. I mean, 9 points for 3 players, 12 points for Looney. You know, assists across the board, some saves across the board. Steals are phenomenal. How do we choose a player of the game here? This is ridiculous.
You know, this is really ridiculous and really, really hard. But you know what? I think in this case, it's got to be the assist line for me. I think I'm going to have to give it to KJ. I got to give the Stuntman Award to KJ because you know what? Those assists is what helped them convert. That's what helped. Those other people that have 12 and 9, he was the assister. He was the team player. And ultimately, Griffin might have ended the game, but it was definitely a pass that helped complete that match, man.
Yeah, and I also have to give a shout out here to Foxy, who also had 9 assists. I mean, gotta mention that as well because that's absurd as well. The fact that we almost had triple doubles here for 2 players is it's kind of blowing my mind. But I'm in agreement with you there. As much as I would love to give it to the clutch genes of Elevated Looney down the stretch there towards the end of the fourth quarter, and Griffin as well. Really, every single one of them had all 3 of the other players had a clutch play down the end. But KJ, holistically had such an amazing performance here. I think I'm in agreement with you. So congratulations to KJ for winning the Stuntman Award here. And let's jump over to that interview, as I'm sure they're excited. Actually, more excited. They're more excited than we are to do this interview. So let's make sure that we don't keep them waiting.
Hey, yo, welcome back, everybody. We are here live with this player interview from the Frisco Dragons, whooping up and beating the undefeated Scottsdale Slither. What a great show you guys put on tonight. And hats off to KJ for getting the Stuntman Award of the game. You guys played incredible tonight. My first question is, how does it feel to give someone their first loss of the season?
Pretty good. We don't really have, like, we scrimmed a lot before season, but we kind of like stopped. We all got busy with like Verimo and everything, so we kind of came into it with no chem, and we just like kept our cool. And to be honest, I didn't even know they were undefeated, but it feels good to be an undefeated team.
Yeah, of course, and that's probably the first time y'all played this season. But you were talking about how last season y'all definitely went up against each other a few times, so you had to feel good to put that hat back on.
Yeah, for sure.
Glenn?
Yeah, definitely. And I want to talk a little bit about that passing play and that mentality. I mean, you guys talked about not scrimming a lot, but the way that you guys were passing it and playing it such a controlled style really didn't speak to that. Just give me some insight here on what was the call playing here and the strategy coming into this, especially with the not so much scrimming.
I think what our main strategy there is we really wanted to work the offense. I mean, our most problem in that entire game, or our biggest issue, was our off-disc possessions, like getting stuns out and getting chains down there. But we're all pretty solid players in our own respective, and I actually have a lot of trust in these guys, even though I barely even knew them coming into this. So we just told each other to put full trust into each other, and every pass meant for each other to score. And that passing play just kind of ended up like we were like, let's do this. Like we're all wide open. They were all just getting sucked back in the goal. And I was like, let's just fucking just keep passing it around a ton and work it in. And I don't even know how many passes that was, Griffin. What was that, like?
A lot.
That was like 7 or 8. Yeah, like that was good. That was really good. So yeah, I think our strategy was to pass a little bit more. Once we started passing, we started making shots.
Yeah, y'all, we definitely seen y'all collapse when y'all got into the bubble. I noticed, Looney, you were not afraid to back it out and slow it down and pull that man out to ultimately look for either that backboard pass or somebody that was strandy cutting up mid. And 9 times out of 10 y'all converted when you were in the bubble because y'all slowed it down and you did look for the reset.
Yep, that was the plan.
Awesome. Well, I don't have anything else here. Cool Whip, do you have any more questions before we sign off for the night?
No, man. Do y'all have anything y'all want to say?
I almost threw. You should have heard our comms at the end of there. Elevates 3, we were all dead silent as soon as he shot it. It was kind of awesome. As soon as he shot it, he started screaming. And then I was telling them, I was like, on this man, I was like, you guys better not let any of these guys buy you. And then I was the one to let my guy buy me, and he shot that 3. And I was like, all right, I got to make up for this. And then I hit that shot to tie it. It was crazy. We were all screaming, hollering. I haven't gotten that hype in a while. That was awesome. So thank you guys for the great cast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
I do have one more question. What was the conversation like before y'all went into that last neutral joust in OT? What was the conversation?
Do you wanna?
I want to know what y'all were thinking.
I don't remember it, to be honest.
Okay, so me and Elevate didn't win any of those jousts.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, Elevate, listen, we're not even gonna worry about the disc here. We're just gonna go stack and just stun them all out, and that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked really well. We got the back stack, and that was pretty much our whole combo. Like, we were pretty dead silent. We were locked in. I was like, all I pretty much said was like, we stun them all out and we win. So, but it was pretty calm and collected. I was kind of surprised.
Well, that's awesome. Love to see y'all win tonight. Both teams put up a voracious effort, but ultimately Frisco Dragons coming out on top. Thanks you guys for a great performance tonight. Thanks to Focus for running cams, Glean for being in the booth with me, and thanks you guys for all of our supporters that tune in tonight. And remember, we are still fighting for Echo, so make sure y'all share the petition and spread the word because we will not go silently. So with that being said, you guys have a good night and fight for Echo.
Italy, baby.
30 seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Try to clear
get
it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That gets the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last seconds, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33 to 32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.